All right, let's just dive right in, shall we? Welcome back, everybody, to day 24 of our ongoing emotional intelligence journey. If you've been following along with us, you know we've been building up some really incredible mental and emotional muscles over these past few weeks. But today, we're taking a pretty fascinating turn. Today's explainer is all about taking those concepts completely off the page and putting them into the real world. Our focus today is spotting EQ in the wild. We're essentially going on a bit of a scavenger hunt, looking for the good that is happening right in front of us.
Section 1. The negativity trap. Let's take a look at what we actually notice. I want you to ask yourself a super honest question. What do we notice first? Think about your own day-to-day routine for a second. More often than not, we are just incredibly quick to notice exactly what people do wrong. I mean, if someone cuts you off in traffic, if a coworker completely drops the ball on a project, or if a family member leaves a huge mess in the kitchen, bam, you spot it instantly, right? Our attention just snaps to poor behavior almost automatically. It's loud, it's fast, and it absolutely demands our immediate reaction.
Now, there is a real tension here. Think about things like impatience, harsh words, disrespect, complaining, anger. Man, those things practically jump out at us without us even trying, right? But then contrast that with patience, empathy, self-control, honesty, kindness. These traits, they're quiet. Actually, think about it. Someone showing self-control is, by definition, just preventing a blow-up. It's the exact absence of drama. And because of that, emotional intelligence really only grows when we intentionally, and I mean very intentionally, slow down and notice what people are doing right. We have to actively hunt for these quieter moments of strength.
Which brings us to Section 2, Spotting EQ in the Wild. How to actively look for it in everyday life. Okay, if you remember just one thing from today's explainer, make it this. What you notice, you reinforce. Seriously, I want you to really, truly internalize that phrase. It's like when you give your attention to something, you are watering it. You're giving it the sunlight it desperately needs to grow. If we're only ever noticing the bad, we're unconsciously reinforcing a negative environment. But when we actively notice healthy emotional behavior, we are creating this amazingly fertile ground for it to happen all over again. Let's ground this with some real-world examples, What does EQ in the wild actually look like? Well, maybe you'll notice a child using their words instead of just having a total meltdown. I mean, that is a massive, game-changing display of self-control. Or maybe someone apologizes to you after they reacted poorly. Think about how much humility and empathy that takes to do. Or perhaps a loved one simply listens calmly to you without jumping in to interrupt. These aren't grand, cinematic, movie-level moments. They are everyday occurrences. It's just someone showing empathy, honesty, or kindness in a quiet way. And these are the exact moments we need to be on the lookout for today.
Section 3, Words of Affirmation. How to actually point it out.
So the real trick here is knowing exactly what to say. And here are some actual practical scripts you can use today. When you spot that behavior, you can just say, "Hey, I noticed how patient you were just now." Or, "I saw how you calmed yourself before responding." You could even just say, "That was really kind of you to listen," or, "I so appreciate how honest you were." And if someone steps up and makes amends, "Thank you for apologizing. That really showed maturity." When healthy emotional behavior is explicitly noticed and named out loud like this, it becomes so much more likely to grow. You completely take the guesswork out of it for the other person. They know exactly what they did right.
Section 4. The Scriptural Anchor. Looking at Philippians 4:8. Our foundational verse for today aligns so beautifully with this whole mission. It's Philippians 4:8. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. It's just a fantastic, powerful reminder for us, isn't it? We are actively called to direct our minds toward what is good, noble, and praiseworthy in the people around us.
Now, I need to make a really crucial distinction here. Let's be super clear. Noticing the good absolutely does not mean we're just ignoring problems. We aren't burying our heads in the sand pretending bad behavior simply vanished. No way. Instead, it just means we are expanding our toolkit. We're learning to celebrate growth. We're acknowledging that while issues definitely need to be addressed, those healthy behaviors desperately need to be championed too.
Section 5. Your Daily Action Plan. Time to put this into practice and notice the good.
We're going to start by setting our intentions. Today's prayer goes like this. Lord, help me notice and celebrate healthy emotional behavior. Teach me to pay attention to patience, empathy, self-control, honesty, and repair. Help me encourage what is good so it can grow stronger. Amen.
It's just a simple, deeply grounding way to ask for the focus and the sight we need, to really see those quiet, beautiful acts of EQ happening all around us.
And here is the actual game plan for today. It's just 2 incredibly simple steps. Step 1. Watch for just one single moment today where someone shows emotional intelligence. Remember, keep an eye out for patience, empathy, self-control, honesty, or someone making a solid repair. Just one moment. And step 2, point it out. Use one of those scripts we just talked about. Call it out right into the light.
Because at the end of the day, this is the core truth we are leaning on. What we celebrate, we help strengthen. You literally hold so much power in your words and your attention. You have this amazing ability to make the people around you feel so seen for their absolute best qualities. And by doing that, you help those exact qualities take deep, deep root. Today, let's actively practice noticing the good.
So, I want to leave you with a thought to carry into your day. Think of it as a little prompt for your scavenger hunt. Your reflection question for the day is this: what example of emotional intelligence stood out today? Keep that question running in the background as you interact with your family, your coworkers, and your community. I absolutely can't wait for you to discover the wonderful things people are doing right under your nose. Go out there and spot some EQ in the wild, and I'll catch you back here for our next explainer.